Hi, this is Rebecca. And as always, I'm here to support you as you bring seeking to completion and free yourself from the self-improvement trap. So today, let's talk about what it means to be in the flow. So recently, someone who was working with me one-on-one was having difficulty, or so he thought, with being in the flow. So when we looked into that a bit deeper, it turned out that this person had the idea that to be in the flow meant to only feel things that you feel good about or things that feel positive to you, and to not experience anything the opposite, to not experience fear or sadness or frustration. And so that's what needed to be rectified, because what people describe as in the flow really just means a complete openness and harmony with all that is. And it is true that when you're in that place that people refer to as in the flow, that everything's possible, everything is available to you. But what the mistake that often gets made is trying to separate what is considered in the flow and what isn't. Because the primary defining characteristic of that place is your openness, is that you're aligned to the natural harmony that governs everything. So if you try to reject or separate from anything, then suddenly that's restricted. So if you have judgments or rejections about fear or sadness or frustration and think that experiencing those things will take you out of the flow, then guess what? That judgment, that resistance, that rejection is exactly what's going to suddenly stifle what you felt was that flow and that harmony and love and peace, not the fear itself, not the anger itself, not the sadness itself. Anything and everything that you're willing to experience fully as it is always leads you deeper into the love and peace and joy and happiness that are available to you, and what people describe as being in the flow. So with that client that I was working one-on-one with, sure enough, once there was a willingness to recognize that the flow means everything, means allowing fear to flow, allowing sadness to flow, allowing frustration to flow, and recognizing that every one of those feelings offers you the exact same doorway to experiencing love, to experiencing peace, that every one of those experiences and feelings is the same vehicle back into truth, back into the center of yourself, and everything that goes with that, all of, the infinite possibilities that brings, then there's nothing that can take you out of the flow. So by letting that judgment and separation fall away, you're free to have a much deeper experience of what it is to be in that harmony all the time. So I invite you to explore that. See what happens when you redefine that in your own experience, of whether you think that there are things that in the past that could have blocked you from harmony, or blocked you from peace, or blocked you from love. And now look at it in a new light. Recognize that all of those things are actually your doorway right into what you thought they were blocking you from. your experiencing of them opens that back up. So play around with it. Be curious, have fun. Let me know how it goes. I love you, and I'll see you soon.